Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. In today's episode, we're going to be studying a piece by the established 3D artist known as Tonan Ahn. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at this crystalline charm here. We're also going to explore what it means to feel elated amidst new beginnings. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, we're met with an incredible vibrance due to the crystalline nature of our composition. Your first impression is likely one of awe as we see these two hands sprouting from what appears to be a radial center. And so when I first saw this work, one of the first things I noticed is how our perspective is kind of slanted here. It's quite interesting. This kind of invites the viewer to interact a bit deeper, right? Whenever you look at this work, you're going to slant your head just a little bit so you can kind of just see what's going on here and get the most accurate view. So that kind of invites the viewer to interact a bit deeper here. Another thing you may notice is the presence of texture within this work. It's just absolutely stunning. We see this kind of smooth, translucent, and rigid texture within the composition, of course, all of which immerse us within the scene just so well. And there's really no doubt that light is a definitive element of this display. It just possesses this piece with a vivid visual energy that feels, magic and, of course, the charm of crystalline nature. Due to the nature of crystalline forms, we have this sense of magic or spiritual energy which possesses the piece before us here. It's just absolutely stunning, and of course, crystals are catalysts of light, so they're going to intensify light to the highest degree possible, and that gives some of the most purest and pristine scenes imaginable. There's no doubt about that. With this in mind, how do y'all feel when you view this piece? And of course, on the topic of the pure and the pristine, I actually have another one of Tonan Ahn's work that we studied recently. I'm going to bring that in, see if we can get some insights real quick. Alright, so I brought in this piece here. We studied it pretty recently. I just recorded the video the other day. And so in both of these instances, you no doubt see the crystalline of the forms here. You also see a sense of harmony. Of course, these are reminiscent of, say, pyramids, if you will, and the nature inherent to crystals or glass forms. It is a literal sense of order and harmony. So we certainly see that sense of balance within the composition. And in both these instances, we get that charm, we get that sense of magic that's just second to none. Like I say often, Tonan Ahn pays very close attention to the works that he creates, so these crystalline compositions are some of my favorite, and there is no doubt I will be coming back to these pieces over and over again, especially in the coming months and even years as well. And so in looking at this piece, I saw a kind of near symmetry, if you will, to the format. Of course, it's not perfect symmetry, but it does appear at the very least mirrored across a horizontal axis there. It's quite interesting. This, of course, gives scenes of the highest harmony and even prepares us for the divine display before us. And so the nature of balance and harmony is by definition a multivariate symbol. When one is aligned or balanced, they may be so physically, mentally, or even spiritually as well. And so the title of this work is ELATE, so that no doubt gives us a hint at the symbolism of the work before us. And in creating this work, the original artist was talking about feeling, enthralled with life and feeling incredibly hopeful as he had just moved to California. So we see, this incredible energy and, of course, a bright and lively nature to the composition. And so due to the idea of novelty or a new experience, there's always a possibility of brand new beginnings. Of course, that is the idea of rebirth, if you will. That's incredibly important. Whenever you're looking to a new habit, to live in a new place, or to meet new people, there's always a possibility of growth inherent within that. And so, it's incredibly important to live within the present moment. We got to live life to the fullest and take each breath with absolute gratitude. So really hope y'all enjoyed today. The work before us is a piece of digital render, so it was created with a digital rendering program. That program is going to be Blender, really an incredibly high skill ceiling. Everyone from amateurs to professionals are using Blender to create their renders. So if you want to get into the world of 3D art, I would certainly suggest Blender. It is an incredible program. There is no doubt about that. But yeah, like I said, really hope y'all enjoyed today. We talked about so many different things, crystalline compositions, the nature of symmetry and harmony. We talked about, having new beginnings, moving to new areas, meeting new people, that sense of rebirth inherent within that. So many different things we hit on today. I truly hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all enjoyed today's episode, go check out the original artist Tonan Ahn, doing some amazing stuff in the world of 3D art. He truly pays very close attention to the works that he creates and the kind of symbolism within them. So, like I said, I really hope y'all enjoyed today, and if y'all did, go check out the original artist. My name is Apollo, this was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.